Hey friends, I know it's been a rough year. So to make your time at home a little bit better, I thought I would share my hard apple cider recipe. Just finished my first batch and it turned out great. But this is using 1 gallon of Martinelli's 100% all natural apple juice. You can certainly use other kinds, and I've experimented with that as well. The first thing you want to do is make sure everything's clean. I use a sanitizer called Star San. You can get it from most brew shops or medical supply houses. Works great. Don't want any unwanted bacteria growing in there. The next thing we need to do is get the specific gravity before and after the fermentation process. So this is the before. Measure it beforehand. And that's so that we can get our alcohol by volume later on. So how that works is we subtract the fermented specific gravity from the starting specific gravity and then divide the answer by 0.776. So for me, my first batch, the pre-fermented was 1.050, the post-fermented was 1.000, and then you divide that answer by 0.776, and your answer is 0.064 or 6.4 ABV. The next thing to do is take a cup or so of the juice before it's fermented, and you can mix it with some honey or I use maple syrup, or you can put sugar in it, and then anyways, just put it in the freezer. And that's for later on as a sugar boost for the fermentation process. And then I bottle it, just pour it in the carboy there. And then I add a Campden Tablet, otherwise known as our friend potassium metabisulfate. It looks like a recreational drug, but don't try this at home, kids. I don't know what it would do to you, but it'd probably mess you up. Anyways, the purpose of a Campden Tablet is to remove any unwanted or volatile yeasts that may already exist in the apple juice itself, and so that it doesn't compete with the yeast we will be adding for the fermentation process. Then you let it sit for 48 hours before we start fermentation. And so keep an eye out for the next video in which we will start the fermentation process.